And coming at you 3 weeks in the past, it's the Film Dudes Podcast. How'd you like that rhyme?
Very nice, very nice.
Let's see, episode 11. Woohoo! We're finally in, well, last episode we were double digits, but we're going strong now.
Yeah, we're in binary.
That's true.
Yeah, whatever that.
This would be episode 3 in binary, because 1-0 is 2. So,
Yeah.
1 is 3, right?
Maybe. I used to be able to read binary, now I can't. It's been so long since I've had
I
to.
used to be able to read.
Just period, I used to be able to read.
Yeah.
I never learned words.
I feel like I kind of need to gouge my eyes out after picking up Path of the Assassin the other day at the library. I was like, I really want to read Lone Wolf and Cub, and then Volume 1 has just been checked out for like the last 2 months, and it's insane, but whatever. And so I started reading Path of the Assassin yesterday, and it's just like, so, Chapter 1, a dude cuts off some pubes to make a mustache. Chapter 2, said dude's just taking a shit. Chapter 3 is a whole lot of rape. And Chapter 4 is just consensual rape, I guess?
Okay.
So yeah,
Let's
it's
get
got
into
a
it.
whole lot going for it, but it's supposed to be kind of the origin story of Hattori Hanzo. And if you recognize that name, it's because of, what was it, Kill Bill Volume 1.
Yeah, the Hanzo sword.
Yeah. So, I'm sure that that's vaguely where Tarantino pulled that from.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But, yeah, so, Joe, how goes the world domination plot?
World domination.
Our
What'd I do?
insane chat we had last night.
Oh, that. Wow. Unfortunately, our plans have been pushed back a bit.
Is it due to
So,
encountering Landon's masturbatorium?
no, in fact, that would probably speed us forward quite a bit.
Oh my god. Oh, the things
We're
that
trying.
were
We're
said.
trying to clone people, so his masturbatory offspring are welcome.
World domination.
Death by Landon.
Well, that.
Not the worst
mean,
way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to choose death by Landon or death by crabs,
I mean, one of those clones would probably reenact that one catfish film we did. Just shove
yeah.
a pickle down your throat and choke you to death with it.
Oh boy.
yeah.
The picture I
Yeah.
have of you, Landon, is still from that, when your face is just like, oh.
Yeah, I still have that photo too.
It's never getting
You
updated.
remember when you were editing that and you just played that pickle sound on repeat like 10, 15 times or something?
Oh my god. I need to go and find that again. I don't think
Please
I ever
do.
posted it on my professional YouTube channel for good reason.
Oh boy.
Oh god, that was
That's the way to
hilarious.
bring in subscribers.
Yeah.
Pickle fetishists.
Well, I love how it was just one of our crew members had just a big fucking tub of pickles laying around.
Wasn't it Kay who had the pickles?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Kay had the pickles.
And then what was his name? The other guy sitting across from Landon as the other
Nathan.
actor. Yeah, he's like, I actually don't like pickles, but I'll do it for the camera. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Because as soon as we call cut, he's like, what?
Yeah. And then we had to do a second take too.
Yep.
Just
I was
squirts
like,
all over
well,
the
let's not
place.
waste another pickle, so just turn it around.
Just that sound it made.
Oh yeah, that.
Just like
It was a juicy pickle.
Oh my god, I think you just recreated the it's a spicy meatball meme. That's a one juicy pickle.
Oh, you hit it in the right spot.
Fuck.
Oh boy. It's one of those days.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, Joe, you watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. Care to share your insight on that?
Okay, so I think I had a really good response to it when I said, let me find it. Because I was having a bunch of fun already, but just watching that. Okay, so this is a direct quote from what I said that day. Now, it just may be that I'm dealing with my laptop, but what the actual fuckity fucking fuck is 2001: A Space Odyssey? I mean, for absolute fucking buggery's sake, what in the absolute shitting, motherfucking, cocksucking, dick licking, rubbing, shit sniffing hell is this long ass thing that's called a movie?
I feel like I should at least censor 2 words in that, but I'm probably not.
I mean, what is. I really, really want to know.
Okay, but at what point did you actually start to hate it? Because surely, like, the whole landing scene and him walking around the base and stuff like that, that was kind of good, right?
My thing is, if I really like it, if I can just let a movie take me along, if I can just stop
Yeah.
caring about plot and whatever, I'm okay with that. I'm all for that. But at a certain point, I would say the point was definitely after he shuts off Hal.
Yeah, so that's within, like, the last, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes of the film?
Yeah. I mean, I still think so much of the movie, there's not any. I don't. I mean, yeah, there's a connection, but it's kind of like a lame ass connection, really, between all the segments of the movie.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
oh my gosh, if I can go the rest of my life without hearing "Thus Spake Zarathustra," I will be so happy. Oh gosh. I think I would rather watch History of the World Part 1 where the monkeys jerk off.
Oh my god, I love how our film classes even use that, like, bit where the monkeys somehow learn evolution or whatever due to the monolith. That stupid cut on action is in, like, every film textbook ever where they throw the bone up and then it just transitions to the spaceship. I kind of hate that, but it's
Yeah.
also like, oh, I learned about that, so I guess I kind of like it. But it's just like, it's kind of shit, actually.
Yeah.
There's,
And
like,
what
numerous
even
better
is the
examples.
monolith?
I don't
What
fucking
even is
know.
it?
I did a research paper on it once. It's like the connection between the music used is really interesting, but a lot of visuals are just fucking all over the place. The monolith is supposed to represent like the limitless expansion of the mind, or fuck knows what. I'm just
Oh
talking out of my ass at this point. But
yeah. So yeah. Can we please move on before I blow a hernia and
I'm
finally
sorry,
decide?
Joe. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Yeah, fuck you.
Tracy, Tracy.
Yeah, yeah. Before I claw my eyes out.
I kind of like that part though.
I mean, that's kind of my brain cells dying at that point.
Oh, and
I mean,
weirdly
holy,
enough,
holy shit! You complained about Conan the Barbarian. You're like, Joe, where's the dialogue? Where the fuck is the dialogue in 2001? That must have been the shortest fucking script ever.
and yet knowing Kubrick, it was probably around 400 pages.
And knowing Kubrick, he probably screwed every other person who worked on the script. Jackass. When it came to writer credit, he was a fucking jackass.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
like
sorry.
the other guy, going a few episodes back to when we talked about Doctor Strangelove, um, his other like writing partner just basically said "fuck you" and walked out on him.
Well, okay, since you brought up Strangelove, the source material was a novel called Red Alert by Peter
Mm-hmm.
George. And they tried to make it into a film, but they wanted to do a dark comedy. They realized they weren't very good at dark comedy. And so they brought in Terry Southern, and I don't know, they gave a lot of praise to Southern, and that pissed off Kubrick. I was thinking more along the lines of Full Metal Jacket and Paths of Glory, because there were other writers on it. It just so happened that Kubrick's like, hey, I want to be counted as a writer, even though it's like he really didn't do jack shit.
Yeah.
I mean, really? You fucking jackass. Little snobby jackass. And of course, don't even get Stephen King started on The Shining.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, before I go on a full-on rampage, Landon, what have you been watching?
Oh, started watching Haunting of Hill House. It's good so far. Just
Oh,
seen like
really?
the first couple of episodes, and then uh, what else have I watched? Uh, I don't know. I've been streaming Hot Ones on YouTube, and that's fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Didn't they have Paul Rudd, who, fun fact, is a KU alum? And didn't he eat like cauliflower or something instead of chicken?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's what I was watching right before we started the show. I was actually watching the Paul Rudd one.
Oh, that's why you were late. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that we were getting started, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. It's time." So I had to set up my computer and yeah. But yeah, I was just engrossed in Hot Ones.
Don't they have
Yeah.
like a TV show now
I don't know.
that's like
I know
Yeah.
that they
takes or something like that?
Hot Ones, the game show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on a True TV.
of course it is.
Yeah. I mean,
If it's on True
Uh,
TV, then they have to have Impractical Jokers on an episode at some point, right?
I would
probably
assume at some point, yeah, probably. Um, so, about Hill House, I've got to ask, what, um, like, what's the basic setup? I know that there's a novel called Hill House, but I'm sure the show's different from that. So,
Well, it's set up where there's a family who they're pretty much remodeling, well, like refurbishing Hill House to sell it,
mhm.
and of course it's haunted, and the mom ends up committing suicide, and so they end up like keeping the house. And then of course it takes place when the children are older and the dad's older, and then one of the children goes back to Hill House and commits suicide. And that's about as far as I've gotten into it. And the siblings like keep seeing her ghost, so she's kind of haunting them. But yeah, that's about as deep as I've gotten into it so far. But yeah, they're all kind of damaged in one way or another due to their experience at Hill House. So,
Okay.
like the oldest sibling is an author and a paranormal investigator. One of them's a mortician. Another one's a drug addict.
Oh,
I
so it's
think there's
basically Umbrella Academy all over again.
kind of, yeah, but it's yeah, yeah. I haven't really gotten that deep into it yet, but I figure maybe next week I'll have a little bit more to share on on what I'm thinking about it. But right as far as like the storyline goes, it's captivating, and I've been enjoying it. So yeah,
Sweet.
Isn't it on Netflix or is it
yeah,
HBO?
it's Netflix.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe by March of next year I'll get around to it, or whenever I'm done binging all of Naruto's story.
Oh shit, that's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, I'm on episode 148 of Shippuden, so got a little ways to go. But I guess I finished, like, it's only been about a month since I started it in, like, the original, so yeah, I'm making
Yeah,
some
same.
headway. The original was like 250 some episodes, I think, so yeah. Although,
Yeah, so you're making.
let's see, in terms of movies that I've watched, did I already talk about Unbroken?
Mm,
No, I don't believe so.
Ah, well, there's one I can talk about. It's been a while since I watched it, but um, I think it's actually taken first place above the Dumbo reboot for me. Um, just because it's, well, everyone loves based on a true story films, and I don't know, just like it's an unsung hero type story, and the so basically, wow, shit, I've forgotten his name. Um, what
Tommy
is his name?
Wiseau.
No. In the film Unbroken, um, it's about a World War II sort of pilot. Yeah, Louis Zamperini. There we go. Um, so yeah, he kind of grew up as a sort of picked on kid with an Italian family. So in early 1920s or so, you can imagine the stuff going on there. But 1936 Olympics, aka the same one that Jesse Owens ran in, he was there, and I don't think he really won anything, but uh, he did set like a new record for time in the mile or something like that, and held it for like 20 years. Um, But anyway, so after the Olympics, he ends up in World War II, and his plane is shot down. Um, Annoyingly, though, it really kind of has to be brought back to whoever the like colonel or whoever approved the plane, because it was a real piece of shit that barely had a functioning engine, and the plane really wasn't shot down. Actually, it's just that the engines failed, um, and so they had a crew of maybe like 7 people, and only Zamperini, the pilot, and some other guy survive. Um, and they're stranded at sea for well over a month before a Japanese ship finds them, and the one other guy died on the ocean, but the pilot and Zamperini are then captured and they're prisoners of war, and just basically it shows Zamperini's life going from camp to camp. There was one Japanese soldier named the Bird who kind of ended up being his torturer throughout all the camps because he kept getting promoted, and so anytime Zamperini was transferred, it was actually to whatever new location the Bird was at. But long story short, Zamperini has like obviously quite a changed life afterwards. So the real story is he ended up going back to Japan to talk to like every person who was like involved in torturing him, and he was just like, yeah, I forgive you. I mean, you're just sort of following orders, but it's like war's over now, so let's try and just, forgive and forget, I guess. But the only person he never got to meet afterwards was the Bird, who refused to see him. But it's a really interesting story, and actually, it's directed by Angelina Jolie. Um, and I mean, just the cinematography and stuff is, it's just really good, and the music that's in it too. I forgot how good that was. Um, I could just constantly listen to that basically, but definitely worth seeing. And there's a little interview in like the special features of Zamperini that's like a month before he died, I think. So yeah, he actually got to see the movie finish the day before he died. So it's kind of interesting, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it's a, it's a pretty good movie. It really is.
I
It's
still
also
have
kind
to
of
see it.
surprising that it's Angelina Jolie too.
Yeah, I mean, some people have a little bit of something against her, but I think she's a better director than an actress, personally, after seeing Unbroken. But I don't know. I liked it a lot. So I think it honestly takes number one at this point for me.
Wow. Are
I'll
you
have
gonna
to
go
look
through
into
and start ranking all of them?
I guess so. Eventually, I'll come up with the top 1,000, I guess.
Oh, looks like Alex Trebek has died.
Oh, shit. Seriously?
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
That's ironic, isn't it?
Last week we reported on Sean Connery. This week it's Alex Trebek. And man, I thought he was like kind of invincible at this point too.
Not with pancreatic cancer.
I know, but I thought he was saying that he had beaten it.
I don't think you can really beat pancreatic cancer. It's one of those bad
Yeah.
ones that just doesn't.
But was he still the host of Jeopardy?
Was he? I
Like,
don't know. I haven't watched Jeopardy in a while.
I'm pretty sure that because like he was gone from the show for a little bit and then he came back, right?
Maybe.
So when did he? Oh, damn, he died today.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Joe. Welcome back.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Damn.
I don't know what the fuck.
C'est la vie, c'est l'amour.
See.
Oui.
Oh, sorry. We.
Si
Oh,
oui.
Okay. Yeah. But you
Yeah.
heard me say how it was ironic, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So he.
Hmm?
He was still going, uh, and doing Jeopardy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah.
37
There's
seasons of Jeopardy.
Hmm.
30.
Wow.
Anyway.
I think they need to put a fake mustache on him.
Oh wow. He is the second game show host to have been inducted in the Canadian Walk of Fame in Toronto, the first being Monty Hall of Let's Make a Deal, and the third being Howie Mandel of Deal or No Deal.
Oh, Howie.
But
Anyway.
I also only recently learned about the Monty Hall problem. If you haven't heard of it, it's very interesting. It's like if you open one door out of three and like you're shown a prize, but it's not like the grand prize. It's like, do you want to pick another door or stay with the one that you want to open out of the remaining two or whatever? And like the correct answer apparently is to always switch because it's actually not a 50-50 chance, but whatever. Look it up. I'm not I'm not paid to educate you.
What are we paying you for?
Uh I don't know. Eventually YouTube will pay me at some point.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Or they'll just continue to screw everyone over.
I know nothing. I say nothing.
But so wow, yeah. Let's see who's gonna die next week, I guess. Jeez.
Oh, yes. I swear.
It's bingo.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, don't forget the free space. So we're already 3 out of 5.
What?
If we're playing bingo, apparently.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
a free space.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't spend a whole lot of time playing bingo, so.
Back in my day, we'd sit around the bingo parlor with our little dauber thingies.
Back in your day, you just hoped you had a better pull-out game because there was no condom.
I was playing bingo with my Nano. And I got 30 geriatrics that can back that up.
Of the 30 geriatrics, only one of them can remember there was 14.
Oh my god. Have either of you guys seen Bad Times at the El Royale?
I think so. Um, that's definitely one that I was meaning to see. I might be thinking of Hotel Artemis, though.
We watched Hotel Artemis.
Yeah, that was
Did one.
good, but kind of also weird.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
I
no,
watched
I
Bad
haven't
Times
seen
at
it.
the El Royale last night, and um, about the simplest I can put it is the critics were totally wrong because I loved it, and they all hated it pretty much.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Wait,
I
maybe?
thought it was. I'm not gonna say it's a great movie because I don't know if I'd go that far, but I think it's definitely it touches on a lot of stuff I care about, so that's probably why I had such a fondness for it. You go through the reviews of it, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, it's a Agatha Christie Tarantino wannabe," and I'm like, fuck you."
Wait, is it based off of?
No, 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 no,
Oh.
nothing. It's original, but it's
Ah,
like any similarities to Christie or Tarantino are very. It's just surface stuff, and it's like very, very. It's like I hate it when people do that because they're like, "Oh, because it's this, it's like Tarantino." It's like not really, because Tarantino didn't invent fucking cinema, you asshole.
oh wow.
Agatha Christie wasn't the only person to do that kind of stuff either, so fuck you again.
It's got Russell Crowe listed like way in the back.
What?
Yeah, just
What the
looking
fuck
it up
are you
on
looking at?
Google, it goes like Dakota Johnson, Chris Hemsworth, somebody, Cynthia Erivo, then Bridges, John Hamm, Lewis Pullman, Nick Offerman, whole bunch of people that I don't know, and then Russell Crowe.
Well, I don't know why the fuck he's on there because he was not in the movie,
Oh,
to my
really?
knowledge.
Let me
I mean,
look up.
I was very surprised when they said Nick Offerman was in here because you never really see Offerman's face at all.
Hmm.
So that was very surprising. Where the fuck? No. But like I said, I thought it was a really, really good movie. I really loved it. And so the critics who complain about it, they can suck my cock. They can, what the flying ass fuck. That's lazy criticism when you say, "Oh, it wants to be Agatha Christie and Tarantino." It's like,
I feel like now
why?
you
Because the
know.
director said that, or are you just pulling stuff out of your ass to make yourself sound like a bona fide critic when in fact you're nothing but a low level leech?
Do you mean a sad little goblin when I wrote that article about critics?
Yeah, well,
I feel like now you can
you
relate to that article.
yeah, well, I've always had that feeling, and it's especially when uh, a bunch of them, it seems they write for RogerEbert.com, and I love Roger Ebert, even though I disagreed with him on several films. Uh, but the people they get to write on there are just fucking awful. I mean, some of the stuff, the reviews I've read of, like, um, oh, let me think. The Disappearance of Sydney Hall, that critic was definitely an asshole because they said, oh, this movie is so misogynist and whatever. And it's like they never really talk about the movie and they complain about misogyny, but they never mention the actresses in the
Hmm.
movie. So, that's a big hint of misogyny right there.
What's the
And
line from Pink Flamingos? It's like, oh, you're arrested for all 10 counts of being an asshole.
pretty much. What was the other one? Oh, they did a 2-star review of the Kevin Costner movie, The Highwaymen,
Hmm.
and
Never heard of it.
I couldn't disagree anymore because it's like really. Because I'm pretty sure they kept, if I remember the review, they kept bringing up uh, Roger Ebert's review for Bonnie and Clyde, and they're like, now comes a movie that's basically, oh, here's the lawman side of the story, and uh, you can tell the person who reviewed The Highwaymen knew jack squat about the actual Bonnie and Clyde, just that garbage piece of trash, but well made crock of shit that was Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh man, even Variety, and I'm sure just by mentioning Variety, I've already lost like 200 job opportunities for what I'm about to
Probably.
say. But man, whoever their like copy editor is for the website, do your fucking
Mm-hmm.
job, man. There's so many spelling errors that it's like,
Oh,
did a 12-year-old write this shit? Cuz like it's embarrassing to read their stuff sometimes.
yeah. But I guess trying to get back on point. So a bad time at El Royale. Obviously, there were those complaints, and people were complaining. Well, uh, it was too long in the pacing, and it's like, do you not like movies? It's like if you really like a movie, then if you really like movies, then you're gonna want to sit through. Maybe somebody's gonna complain. Oh, 144 minutes is too long. Well, or 141. Never mind. But it's like, really? You're
It
I feel
kind
like a
of
lot of people just want to jam everything into like an hour.
yeah. Reading the description on IMDb, it vaguely reminds me of Tarantino and the rest of them doing Four Rooms.
Okay, but 4 rooms, that was more of like a uh
Weird comedy thing. Yeah, I know.
well, I'm trying to think what's the term for it? They're very separate stories, not meant to be cohesive. It's just they're tied together by one character, really.
Yeah,
What the fuck do you call that?
just like a directorial mashup.
I mean, yeah, it is, but oh, I have to look up the word now, otherwise I'm gonna feel like such a fucking idiot. Uh, a series of vignettes? Is that what I want to say?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Anthology. That's what it is.
Ah.
Uh, yeah, it's an anthology. No, I mean, it takes place at a motel, obviously, but
Well, yeah, that's like
at times
about
at El
it.
Royale, it's definitely all connected. So nothing can happen here without something happening over here, sort of thing. Whereas in 4 rooms, it's like it doesn't matter what happens here because it's not really going to impact what happens over here, except what happens to Bellboy. Tim.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I was very disappointed and how people responded to it, because I honestly, I was very attracted to what Jeff Bridges did in the movie. It kind of hit a sensitive spot, and same thing with the I want to say bellboy, but he's pretty much the only person running the motel. And I was also surprised that the motel was actually all a soundstage, and it looked fucking amazing.
In El Royale?
Yeah, in El Royale. Yeah.
Wow, that is
They
pretty
built
impressive.
a hotel, and I was watching the behind the scenes, and I didn't even notice they were talking about the clock, and I didn't even notice the clock. And they're like, well, usually in movies you worry about that, and apparently the director was not worried because he had everything timed out so well that that wasn't a problem. So, yeah, no, I would give it 4 out of 4 stars, and yeah, another fuck you to the critics.
Yeah,
And,
there's a
I
lot
want
of
to,
times.
yeah, and it makes me just want to write another. Well, not another because I haven't written one, but a giant thank you letter to Jeff Bridges just for being so much.
Just being Jeff.
Yeah, just being Jeff Bridges. You know.
Yeah,
And,
I mean,
and hopefully he beats cancer and he sticks around a little bit longer. So.
Guess we'll find out next week, right?
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
So yeah.
I don't really think I'm gonna come up with much of a witty title for this episode, just because it's kind of a lot of rambling and depressing talk at this point.
Have you guys seen Pottersville?
No.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Michael Shannon. It's got Ian McShane, and it's about a guy named Maynard who's a store owner, and he gets mistaken as Bigfoot.
Okay.
Okay. You said Michael Shannon.
Yeah,
Then you said Ian McShane.
yeah,
Then you said Bigfoot.
yeah,
I'm in.
Ron
Where is
Perlman's
this
in
show?
yeah. Ron Perlman's in it too.
Oh fuck.
It's
Oh
a
yeah, this is.
film.
I
It,
am
it's a
messing
fun,
my
silly
pants right
film.
now just thinking about it. Keep talking.
Yeah. So he gets mistaken as Bigfoot, and then it brings business in because everybody wants to see if they can see Bigfoot. So his little town becomes like a little tourist trap. I don't know. It's been like a couple years since I've seen it, so I think that's just something that I really want to rewatch and refresh myself
The
with.
plot honestly sounds like what would happen after an episode of SpongeBob where they have the gorilla costume guy, because that's basically it. It says he's in a makeshift gorilla costume and he just, like, is mistaken for Bigfoot after he just gets blackout drunk, basically.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the reason that he got blackout drunk is because his wife left him or something.
Oh, of course.
And I don't remember why he's wearing a gorilla costume, but he gets mistaken as Bigfoot, and then it like helps with the local businesses that are, dwindling.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be great because Ron Perlman plays a police officer.
Oh jeez.
Well, a sheriff even, so.
No, just by the way you described it, I've definitely got to see it. This just sounds too good.
I believe
I mean,
it's on Netflix.
Okay, what? There's Alan Wall is credited as the Hollywood horse (parentheses horse furry). What the
Oh, this is too good to be true.
fuck?
Yeah,
And
I
then
figured that might lighten the mood a little bit.
there's Blake Perlman, who I guess is Ron Perlman's uh relative
Finish
of some
that.
sort.
Maybe a daughter, or I don't know. Maybe they're not
Yeah.
even related.
Um. Anyway, she plays deputy. Uh. She plays the deputy, so it's like father daughter. I don't really know.
Oh, Judy Greer is in it. Oh boy. You know, this says something.
Yeah,
I
it's his daughter.
I need to see this now.
Yeah. Yeah, this sounds like this might become a new Christmas tradition.
Oh, what the hell? Looking at Ron Perlman's upcoming filmography, there's one called Robo Dog, and I'm curious as to what the hell is this.
Robo Dog.
Okay. What am I looking at?
You're falling into the rabbit hole.
I am.
He is a rabbit hole. Wow, that sounded really bad.
This
Uh,
seems like oh, what the hell was that? Bolt. Does anybody remember
oh yeah,
Bolt?
yeah.
I vaguely remember seeing a trailer for it at some point in my life.
It was not bad.
I think my kids have seen it.
Wow, this entered post-production, or at least IMDb states, status post-production updated April 4th, 2015.
Oh, boy.
Yeesh.
Oof.
Well, there's some movies that's like it says it's completed, but it's never been released. So when the fuck is that going to be released? You know?
Who's producing this though? That's what I want to know. Like, there's no noticeable name. Is it like a
Well,
Disney
that could be very
film?
good or very bad. So
Now I need to see if anyone's like. Uh. Okay, apparently there was also a different Robo Dog, Robo hyphen Dog, that's got Wallace Shawn in it,
yeah, boy.
and it was initially released in Thailand? What am I? Okay, alright. Enough of the rabbit hole. This is weird.
And it only gets weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Ron Perlman.
And then, of course, there's a CNN video of Boston um, uh, Robotics or whatever that famous company is with their like derpy robot things that just fall over all the time. Oh my god.
Um,
So much for this
um,
being a film podcast for this week.
I know, right? Um,
That's the title. Other stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. Miscellaneous. Yeah.
Ramblin' Men Part 2, I guess.
I guess. Oh yeah, I guess I did watch a movie. It was an HBO Western from like the 90s called El Diablo. And I was interested in it because the script one of the writers on it was John Carpenter, and I'm like, oh, I got a boner. So it's like, okay, I gotta check this out. And not great, but it was definitely entertaining.
You just
Better
reminded me of that
afternoon spent.
wonderful episode from BoJack Horseman. Ew, he's got a boner. What? I just solved the puzzle on the back of the cereal box.
I don't know how this thing works.
Oh my god. I don't know why, but just that episode was so funny.
Yeah.
Then it
Yeah,
was
no,
horrifically
it's
followed by even more fucked up shit.
yeah. No. It's just whenever there are certain filmmakers, when their name's attached to it, you're gonna check it out. And John Carpenter is one of those guys. So I thought, hey, why the hell not? I
Yes, much
wasted
like the fact that I stupidly checked out Aladdin, the reboot with...
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Still need to watch it, so I'll probably have an update for you next episode. But,
That
I've kind of just looked at it every
I
day
was
and
trying
I'm
to lighten the mood. You're
It
depressing
will
it
show
right now.
you the world.
like, ugh.
And he hates musicals, so
Like, I especially hate Aladdin, the original.
you are probably
You're
were
a
you a
crotchety
happy
little
child?
man.
I love the story of Aladdin. It's just like, can we get back to the story now and stop with the fucking singing? I definitely
Yeah.
like Return of Jafar a lot better. There's a lot more Iago comedy.
Uh, I did you guys any of you guys watch the show Aladdin?
Oh, I always forget that there was a show.
Yeah.
I just watched the 3 movies, but there's a
The show was pretty.
I don't know. I've drank since then.
Oh yeah. Well, so have I. Surprisingly, still alive, still. As far as I know, my liver's still functioning properly. Haven't needed a transplant yet.
Yeah, I don't know if mine's still working.
Yeah. Well, you think you would know, but maybe not.
Oh, there's a Broadway performance, and it looks hideous.
But what was I gonna say? But yeah, anyway, El Diablo was fun in that you actually have a black gunman, who's, doing all the actiony stuff, shooting people up, whatever. So I'm sure for people who are really tired of it just being a whiteout all the time, definitely is worth watching. And it's probably terrible knowing that considering the fact that, I know about this, but in the movie, it's kind of the joke where this dumb guy from Boston who, is teaching school out west and, wants to be the hero and everything. About 99% of his kills are horses. And he's not even trying. It's like his gun just happens to go off and it's like, you're walking.
Wow.
That's terrible, but it's at the same time, it's funny.
Okay, hold on. Sidetrack. I'm looking up the Aladdin TV show and scrolling, let's see, third from the bottom on other characters and villains. You have Sultan Pasta Al Dente.
Wait, what?
There's a Sultan pasta al dente.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to figure out. Oh my God.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. Is that the Sultan?
One sec.
No.
Well, there is
he's just known
an
as the
episode
Sultan.
where he goes cuckoo.
Oh my god. I need to follow this link. Sultan
Okay.
Pasta.
Okay, where did you say that was?
It's on Wikipedia.
Oh, of course, it's on Wikipedia.
It's just
Okay, characters. You said third from the bottom?
yeah.
Holy shit. Well, just take me to the freaking fucking hell. I will find this character and I will probably remember as soon as I read the description. Maybe.
Oh my god. So, Sultan Pasta is the ruler of the land of Getsistan, known throughout the seven deserts for their casinos, much like Las Vegas.
Oh, that character. Yeah, now it's coming back to me.
Oh my god. And then there's Queen Hippo's death.
Yeah,
Who came up with these names?
man. Yeah, you have characters like Mechanicles or Mirage. Then
Oh
you have
my god.
Abysmal, gee. Abysmal and his tall black henchman, who's actually the smarter of the pair. Um,
Oh my god. Damn, they really like milked Aladdin actually. Because there's like a whole bunch of other spin offs that I've never heard of. Aladdin in Nasira's Revenge. And then, oh, there's the film Aladdin and the King of Thieves. But yeah, I'd never heard of the TV series.
it was good fun.
Oh man.
It was good fun, and yeah, obviously it explained certain things like how did Aladdin meet Abu and da 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 da.
I do love
Also,
um uh the peddler character who opens the film. And like
right.
the um just like logic that people apply to it of maybe it's the genie, maybe it's not, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I never considered that.
Oh, well, it's official. On Wikipedia anyway, in the original ending of Aladdin, the peddler, now a sailor, was revealed to be the genie masquerading as a human, but it was cut. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
And the directors actually do acknowledge that, so. Huh. Well,
yeah,
it's official then.
yeah. Yeah, I typed that in Aladdin the series, and it also includes a bunch of other Toon Disney shows, and it's making me really nostalgic because there were some really damn good shows.
Oh man, I
That
can't wait
well,
to see um who's the yeah, Razul, the captain of the Royal Guards. If you remember him in the original Aladdin, he was like the really bulky guy, but his legs were like teeny tiny.
oh yeah,
Oh man, the animation style for that was sometimes pretty good.
yeah, those were fun.
I would love
You
to
just
see
gotta
how
be an
he's
ultimate
portrayed.
masochist to put yourself through the live action remake of
Yeah, I might
Aladdin.
watch that tonight.
Just so if you're dead, you don't have to show up to class tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the Dumbo remake was pretty damn good, so.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that. It's just from how I basically, from how I understood, there really wasn't a whole lot of Iago, and that's like,
Man, Iago makes it like good
uh,
though.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you cut that character down to a minimum, then it's like, why even watch the whole movie? I'll just watch the clips on YouTube.
Yeah, that's lame then.
Yeah.
Uh Oh, that's lame. In the 2019 film, Iago just is a parrot.
Yeah,
Well,
that sucks ass.
yeah, I mean, not that
That
I
kind of
entirely.
defeats the purpose, folks.
I mean, yeah.
But of course, we had to remake it just to make sure that we got the casting all ethnically right.
Oh my god, the description they have for Jafar in the remake is like, oh, look at this, he has a plan and blah blah blah, and he sounds boring as fuck, actually.
I was underwhelmed
Yeah,
with Jafar for the live action.
yeah.
Ugh,
I mean,
great.
the
Really.
Jafar in the original movie was just so much fun. Even it's like, oh, he's a bad guy. It's like, still, he's a lot of fun and he makes you laugh. Even though he's pretty much a creep and among other things. So,
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting enough, Robin Williams was not the genie in Return of Jafar, but he was in the third one, in King of Thieves.
yeah.
Daniel Lewis Castellaneta, however you want to say his name. Uh,
Yeah,
oh,
anyway.
what the hell? He's the voice of Homer. What? Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
But, you know,
Talk about going down the rabbit hole on Wikipedia.
you are definitely going down the rabbit hole.
But, like, seriously, oh my god. I just saw that this guy also played a character on Hey Arnold. Who remembers that show?
I
Yeah,
do.
anybody remember Hey Arnold?
Ugh.
I loved that show.
Ball head.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Those
think.
years of Nickelodeon were kind of weird for me.
Well, I'm not gonna say there weren't weird ones, but fuck sight a lot better than they are now.
Yeah. Huh. Cool, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold really had some creepy moments that have stayed with me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But I mean a whole lot better than some other stuff. Like what was that weird one where it was like monsters or whatever? And one of them is basically just walking around with his eyeballs in his hand. That was
Oh my god. So Homer's voice began as a loose impression of Walter Matthau. Wow.
that explains a lot.
Holy shit,
I want
but
to
they
say that's a
did
very loose.
their recording sessions for The Simpsons in the early days 9 to 10 hours long.
Wow.
What's the usual?
Jesus, that just feels insane though for like oh man. Wow, just like the I never really bothered to look up The Simpsons, I guess, so
Yeah, it's very weird. Like I love The Simpsons, not like over the top, but I enjoy it obviously. But you go back and watch like the first season or whatever, and thank heavens the animation got better.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it time stuff, but still, it was like very
Well, like the
wow.
opening was way too like cartoony and like rubbery physics or something. It just looked weird compared to like what it is now.
Well, even the way the characters look, where it's like
Yeah, it's kind of like a very stark
so
change that's just kind of like, ugh.
exaggerated, it's almost grotesque.
Yeah.
But uh, but thankfully it got better.
Well, uh, anyone else want to say anything?
I've run out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
Donkey dick, donkey dick flatulence.
Oh
Doody
my
doody
god, Joe.
doo.
I mean, you said, does anybody have anything to say? You didn't say anything coherent.
Well,
I, I mean,
thank you for pointing out my misusage
tremendous fuck up.
of words.
I mean, do you want, you know, yeah,
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
me too.
it's about lunchtime.
Then I gotta go to work at 1:30, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. Seems like we have a guest appearance last minute.
She's just running through the house, speaking gibberish.
Well, yeah, episode 11, not not a memorable one, that's for sure. We hit our
Well,
milestone
you can
episode
always
10.
go in later and add in some sound effects or whatever. Special guests.
We'll figure it out.
Special guest Bobo the monkey with a soundboard.
And now here's a word from our sponsor, Mr. Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery's back, Ash. I see. I thought he died last week.
You want to make all the women go hot for you?
Oh,
Well,
why,
you
of
can
course.
learn how to turn the women on with Sean Connery's Guide to Acting Sexy. It all starts with a Scottish accent.
Just make sure that you're cast in appropriate roles.
It's Sean Connery. He can get away with anything. Well, maybe not.
I mean, Hunt for the Red October. Uh...
The Wind and the Lion. I mean, yeah, but still, it's better than getting, I don't know, James Mason. Jeez. James Mason playing a Nazi. Wow, that was, oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
just put in little advertisements here and there. Do little voices. Do your Shaggy impression. Selling something.
Oh boy, that was an accident too when I did my Shaggy impression. Like, it's actually really hard for me to hit that. Scoob! You want to buy some Scooby snacks, man? Oh, zoinks! And I no longer have testicles.
Really? You might want to go to get that checked out.
Yeah. So on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Later, dudes.
Hopefully, we something interesting.
Yeah, and not depressing.
Yeah. Go out and do fun stuff, kids. Come back with something entertaining.
Go watch 2001: A Space Odyssey and smoke some pot. That's what made it popular.
You say that knowing I'm going to go do it.
That's actually what saved that film. It was a dud at first.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go watch 2001 on either high on weed or on acid. Then I'm going to go run around naked, probably. Get arrested, come back with some very funny stories.
Don't forget to film yourself.
Oh, yeah, film myself. Can't forget that. Can't be too careful these days.
Alright, well, let's go have lunch, I guess.
All right, later.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye.